Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone once again to day 2 of our VMFET, Financial Education to Empower, our fun financial literacy summer boot camp. Thank you for those of you who are joining me via Zoom for the second day of this workshop. And those who are viewing on YouTube, welcome, welcome. We hope you will benefit from what we will do today. So the objective of this boot camp, this 3-day boot camp, is that we want you to be financially well. No matter how young you are, you can learn the principles of good financial management. I am Sophia Lewis, and I'll be starting out with you today, but we're going to have another presenter. He is from our Victoria Mutual Wealth Management arm, and he will be talking about investing. Now, some of your parents, I'm sure they wouldn't have learned all of these things at your age, because guess what? After this session, you're going to be teaching them a thing or two because you'll be learning so much. So yesterday we did understanding key financial terms. We also looked at types of savings accounts and earning interest. And today we'll be looking at budgeting and credit management. And as I mentioned, we'll be looking at investing. So let me see who we have. We have Dejane. I said hello to you earlier. We have Nia. We have Jenna, and we have Ella Marie Keona. I'm inviting you guys to share your video so I can see who I'm talking to. I would love to hear from you and love to hear what you would have remembered from yesterday. Thank you guys. And hi, Jenna. You want to share with me something that you remember from yesterday? From yesterday's session before we get into today?
I remember that even if when you spend less money than you earn, that's your save.
Exactly. And everybody can save, right? No matter how little you have, you can save. If you get $100, even if you save $10, you are well on your way to practicing good financial habits. All right. So good morning. Remind me of your name again. I'm not seeing your name on screen. Remind me what your name is.
Cerise.
Hi, Cerise. Welcome back. And so we are going to talk about budgeting now. How many of you know what budgeting is? Tell me. And whether you have a budget. Meltina, tell me, what is budgeting?
Well, means I don't per se have a budget. Well, budgeting is creating a plan in which you allocate expenses towards certain needs and wants.
Very good. So you're saying budgeting is when you allocate funds to your needs and to your wants, right? That's what I heard. Yes. So that's very good. And also budgeting helps to show you whether you are spending above your means, meaning you're spending more than what you are earning. All right. So I'm going to stand by for our first video that will talk about budgeting and credit management. No matter how young you are, you can also learn about credit management. You don't need credit right now. I'm sure none of you have any loans right now, unless your bigger sister or your brother might say, boy, I'm giving you some money, but it's a loan. I'm not giving you, this is a loan. But we're going to talk about what it means to have a credit card and how to manage that properly. So we're standing by for our first video on budgeting and credit management.
This is a VMFET, Victoria Mutual Financial Education to Empower, a production of the Victoria Mutual Foundation and the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica.
Hey guys, welcome to the 4th episode in our VMFET series, Victoria Mutual Financial Education to Empower, the Secondary Schools Edition. Celebrate as you achieve your goals. I am Sashagi Wright Wilson, Branch Manager at VMBS Spanish Town. Come with me as we continue our journey to financial wellness. In this episode, we'll be looking at budgeting and credit management. Have you ever received some money and then after some time it feels as if it had magically disappeared? Do you know where your money goes? A budget can help with this. A budget helps you to keep track of how much money you get and how you spend it. Let's look at an example of a budget for a student in high school. As a student, your lunch money or your allowance can be considered your income. And your expenses are the lunch you have to buy, your bus fare, and your snacks. If your income is higher than your expenses, you're on the right track. If you're spending more than you're earning, then you're living above your means. You need to find ways to either reduce your expenses or increase your income. Now that we understand what a budget is and how it works, let us look at credit management. At this stage in life, you should be debt-free. But as you go along, you will realize it may be difficult to pay for university tuition, to buy a car or a house in cash because you may not have that amount of money. You may need to pay for these things with credit or, in simple terms, a loan. Before taking a loan, there are a few things you need to consider, such as, is a loan necessary? Is it possible to wait to save more money and borrow less? Ensure that when the loans are taken in your name, such as credit cards, hire purchases, and other credit activities, that you manage them properly. Because if you do not, it will affect your ability to get other loans. Pay all your loans on time. This is very important. If you are having challenges, speak to the institution that you took the loan from. Pay all your bills on time also. In Jamaica, everyone now has a credit history. This means how we repay our loans and bills is being recorded. If you do not pay on time, or if we miss payments, we may end up with a bad credit history. Always remember, good credit saves you money, bad credit costs you money. Let us take a quick look at credit cards. You may have heard that credit cards are a very bad thing, but if used properly, a credit card can be a good thing. A credit card comes in handy when buying things online, paying for a room at a hotel, and in emergencies. When you have a credit card, you must place restrictions for yourself. Remember, a credit card is also a loan. It is not free money. It is not your money. To recap, a budget is important to help you keep on track with your spending. It lets you know how much money you have and how much you are spending. Do not forget, good credit management ensures that you have good credit, which gives you the ability to borrow more in the future. And finally, a credit card is not a bad thing. It is about what you use it for and how you take care of it. Thanks for joining me today on our journey to financial wellness. Join us in the next episode where you will be learning about goal planning. I am Sasha Gay, and this has been VMFET.
This has been VMFET, Victoria Mutual Financial Education to Empower, a production of the Victoria Mutual Foundation and the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica.
All right, so I hope you were all paying attention. And for those of us who were here yesterday, you know that after each video, you have a chance to win great prizes. I'm just seeing that some persons were not able to see Ella. I hope you could see later on as the video progressed. Were you able to see much of it, Ella? Yes? All right. Can I hear from everyone one thing that you remembered from the video? Hannah, tell me one thing that you remembered from what we shared in the video just now.
I just came when the video was almost finished.
Oh, no. All right. Who wants to share with us what you remember from what you watched? Imani? Oh, Cerise. Okay, go ahead, Cerise.
Miss, a budget helps you to keep on track with what you're spending.
Right. Tony Ann, you want to go ahead?
They try to unmute it and it never did unmute.
Who is that? Tony Ann? Tony Ann, you want to say something?
Miss,
I hear yes. No? Okay. Yes, Cerise.
things that are on your. Miss, can you repeat the question?
Right. Tell me something that will be on your budget as your income. What will you itemize as your income?
Lunch money,
Right.
allowance.
Mm-hmm. All right, good. And somebody else tell me what is on your budget as your expense. Meltino, go ahead.
Means transportation costs and the that you purchase and the station.
Right. And I see Ella Marie says bus fare. Right. Those things are your expenses. And so what you will do, so this is your homework. I want everybody this evening, you're going to write your budget and you're going to show it to your parents. So you're going to write what your income is and what your expense is, and you're going to calculate it. And we're going to see whether your expense is more than your income, because that is not okay. What we want is for our expense to be less than our income, all right? And there's one important thing you're going to include on your budget, and that is saving. So we're going to itemize saving as a part of your budget. And yesterday, remember, we looked at the types of savings accounts. Now, I think in your expense, I want you to put your iSave account. So that's your contractual savings account. So remember what contractual saving is? Yes? Yes, Meltina, remember? Mm-hmm.
Yes, when you agree with your financial institution to pay a certain amount of money at a certain time.
Right. So as you do your budget, you're going to specify how much you're going to be saving each month based on what your income is. And you're going to put that and you're going to label it your VMBS iSave account. And you're going to tell your parents or your auntie, your uncle, that you need to start the saving account because you're saving a specific amount each month. All right. Now we're getting ready for our quiz. I'm going to ask my team to put the link to the quiz in the chat. So look out. Yes?
Miss Ken, hold on, please. All right. Yes, Miss, go ahead.
Right. So we're going to put the link in the chat, and you are going to answer the questions based on what we did just now. All right. And remember, the faster you answer, the more points that you can earn. And so get ready. It's coming up right now. So click on the link. Everybody seen the link in the chat?
No, Miss.
All right, check again. It's there.
Yes.
You should have seen it now. Right. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to do the quiz, and we'll see who will come out on top. So this quiz will be looking at what we did just now, which is budgeting and credit management. So go ahead, go and do the quiz. Let me just continue to recap what we did. So we're saying a budget helps us to keep on track of how much money we have and how we spend it. And if you're spending more than what you have, then you are living above your means, right? So we always want to make sure that our income is higher than our expenses. And at this stage of your life, you shouldn't have any debt, you shouldn't have any loan, but it is important for you to understand that when you get a credit card, it's not your money. Some people just spend and spend. This is a loan that you have to pay back. But as you get older, having credit is going to be very important, all right? So let me give you a few more minutes. I'm going to try and do the quiz myself. Let me see if I remember what we did. So how is everybody? Yes?
Miss, I didn't hear you say anything about two types of investment.
Guess what? I'm so sorry. I think we have the wrong quiz. We're going to do that again. Because we had switched things a little differently. I'm sorry, guys. I sent you the wrong link.
Miss, I got it.
No.
Miss.
Question. Miss have a question.
Miss, I finished.
Miss, I came first.
Okay, I'm going to send you another link. All right, that really is the quiz for the second section. So just give me a minute because I did budgeting first before investment, and that link is really for the investment quiz. So sending the proper link now. So go ahead.
Question. Miss, I don't see the.
Miss, I got all right in the first quiz.
Miss, I came first in the first quiz.
Miss, you send the
Alright.
link for the second first one.
Right, so I made an error. I'm sorry. We might have to just cancel that one. So do this one I just sent. It's quiz 2. So this is what we just talked about. All right. So click on that one. My apologies. Click on that one and you do that quiz now. All right, guys. So we're doing quiz 2 first. So click on. How did you get the prizes? We have your contact information, so we'll contact your parents and we will arrange for you to get your prize. Don't worry, you'll get it. All right? We have all your information. So click on quiz 2, everybody, and let's do that quiz now.
Here's the top 5 prizes.
The top 5, yes. So those who got all right in quiz 1, you're bright because we're only investing it. But go on to quiz 2 for me, okay, guys? I'm going to do it as well to see how much I can get. So let me give you a few minutes to finish. So we have about, let's see, maybe a minute.
Second.
Let me see. So everybody, so Keona, I see Keona on top. And then we have Dejeuner. Then we have Tego. Who is Tego? That's you again, Meltina?
Yes, miss.
All right. So I'm going to ask you to use your real name so that when we prepare the prizes, we can identify who is who. Then we have Tonya. Yes?
Wait, I'm coming. But I had more than third place points.
All right, let me refresh.
4,631 points.
All right, my screen is delayed. Let me refresh and see how. Let me just go to the end of it.
300 and
hold on.
3,000.
I soon get to the real points. Let me just finish up my section and then I'll see who is on top.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
Yes, I was using another gadget and then the battery died.
Oh
so
no.
I came back on and then you can.
All right, let's see who is on top now at the end of it. Okay, so these scores look like the final scores. We have Dejeuner, we have Keona.
I'm Doll.
You're okay, Doll. Who is Doll? Give me your name. Jenna?
Yes, ma'am.
It's my.
Okay, right, so Doll is Jenna. So I'm going to ask you for the next, we won't have a second quiz, I'm sorry, because I sent that in error first. So this will be our quiz for today.
Miss,
so, yes?
But I didn't do the
I
quiz.
couldn't write the rest of my last name on it.
Okay, that's fine. From your first name is there, we'll know who is who. So this is the end of our first section on budgeting and credit management, and you all did very well. So right now I'm going to hand over to my colleague. His name is Davor Bailey, and he's going to talk about investing. So you're going to hear about stocks and shares and all those nice things. So just give us a quick second. We'll be changing over and you'll have my colleague who will be sharing.
All right, good morning again, guys.
Good morning.
How are we doing today?
Yes.
We're doing good? All right, so to start off, right, I'm going to do a little riddle with you guys and to kind of see who the smart kids are, right? So, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
By the way, did I introduce myself first? I didn't, did I?
No.
I didn't. All right. So, so my name is Davor Bailey, right? I'm here to speak to you guys about investments. I am an assistant manager at VM, so I kind of know a thing or two about investments. So you guys are in good hands, right? There's Anna, Jenna, Nia, Miguel. So wait, when I call the names, I want you guys to say hi. So I'm sure that you guys are actually there. All right. So Jenna.
Hi.
Hannah.
Hi.
Imani. So Imani is not there. All right, Giovanna. Well, Giovanna.
Sam.
Okay. Sophia. What? Miguel. Miguel. I called Miguel already. Nia.
Hi.
Regina.
That's already.
Okay. Dorothy. Tonian.
Hi.
All right. This is Kiona. Kiona.
Yes.
All right. Great. Ella Marie. All right. Kristen.
Hi.
All right. And finally, Zara. Is it Zara?
Hi.
All right. Great. All right. So we're all here.
Sir,
What?
I don't hear my name.
This is who? Cerise? Oh, Cerise. I am so sorry. Cerise, I can actually see you. So, I mean, so yeah, I was mainly calling those persons who I couldn't see to make sure that they're actually here. Because I can see you guys, it's fine. All right. So, I want to see who the smart kids in the room. All right. So, I have one riddle. I'm going to give you guys 3 riddles. And this is who's the best, who can actually guess it. So here's the first one, right? You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So after a train crashed, right? Every single person died. Who survived?
Me.
Oh Lord. Are you on? All right. So anybody else want to try? So think about it, you know.
You can repeat it, please.
So a train crashed, right? And every single person died. Who survived?
None.
One.
No one.
No one.
Married person. Everyone.
Who said?
Zara.
Zara. Somebody said something about married.
I said
Yeah,
Who said it?
I did.
That's Meltino. Who said it? I did.
Zara.
Zara said it. Zara, you're very smart, girl. You're very, very, very smart. So the answer is true. The couples are married persons. They're the ones who survive, not the single ones, right? All right, here's another one.
But everyone died. That's what you
Every
said.
single person.
Oh, every
Use it.
single.
Single person. Yeah. All right, here's another one for you. So a boy and his father get into a car accident, right? When they arrive at the hospital, the doctor sees the boy and exclaims, "That's my son." How could that be? So remember, the father and the son, right, met in a car accident, right? So they were in a car accident. When they arrived at the hospital, the doctor said, "That's my son."
Oh, I know why.
Jenna, who is it?
Because they met in a car accident. So after they met when they came to the hospital because they met in the car accident.
No, so the person, the doctor at the hospital, said, basically said, "Oh my God, that's my son." So if the father is, all right, who did that? Who said that? Who said that? All right, well done. The final one, no. The final one, guys. See, here is it. If a brother, so let's say, for example, Jenna and Miguel right there? Oh. Okay, so put it this way. So a brother and sister, right? So that's Anna and her brother, right? Right? And their dog were under an umbrella, right? And they didn't get wet. Why didn't they get wet? We're not under an umbrella. So let me go again. So a brother and sister and their dog.
It wasn't raining. It wasn't raining.
All right, well done, guys. Well done. So you guys are very smart, actually. So I didn't even get to finish. I read the question properly, and you guys got it. So all right. So let's get back on track. So you guys are listening to Sophia. She spoke about savings and importance of savings and budgeting and so on. You guys were very, very, involved and engaged. So you guys knew what it was to save and make your own budget and so on. And you guys pointed out that your source of income was your lunch money for most of you. So right now we're going into what we call investments, right? Or investing. You guys can, off the top of your head, I'm just throwing it out there, right? Do you guys think there's a difference between savings and investing?
Yes, sir.
All right. Who can tell me what they think that difference is?
Investing is gaining money on what you already have, and saving is just like putting money aside.
Essentially, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. So that's Cerise. Anybody else want to try?
Investing is like when you.
Go again. I'm not hearing you so well.
Please repeat the question.
So I was asking the guys what they believe the difference between savings and investment is. Right. So what was going on a while ago? That was. Okay, go ahead.
Investing, use your money and make more money.
All right.
For further emergencies, or if you're saving towards a goal.
Not bad. All right. Anybody want to try?
Yes.
Okay. One second. Miguel wants. That's not Miguel. What's your name, Chief? You have your hand up. No, not Leo. What's your name again?
Oh, sir.
You, man. Meltino, yeah. Meltino.
Yes, Yes, sir. The difference between investment and savings is that investments are basically when you put your money into something you deem necessary, while savings is you storing up your money. So
Bring up your money. All right, and a very good answer as well. All right. Yes, yeah, go ahead. You have your hand up? Yes, you, yeah, man. Go ahead.
Investments.
Michaela, yes.
Savings are your money that you put aside. And investments is gaining money
It's
Gaining
getting
money every time.
every time. It's still not a bad example. So you guys, therefore, that's very good, guys. So you're all right, essentially. So what it is that savings is, as I think Michaela or Meltino had said, that it is putting your money, your own money, accumulating your own money, and putting it aside, essentially. The returns on that isn't as great, but it's just for you adding more money to your money, essentially, for in the event that you're saving towards something in particular, or you just want to put some funds aside. You guys can hear?
Like if you put in $300, you can make 3,000.
That would be something like an investment. Meltino, you wanted to say something?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to ask you a question, but I assume that you're doing here.
Well, I didn't catch that, Meltino. Can you go ahead again, please?
Yes, sir. I was asking what is equity.
Can I repeat? Melton, I think your mic, I think your thing it's breaking up a bit. All right, Melton, this is what I'll do. So what we're going to do now is before, so as I said before, the difference that you guys pointed out, those are good differences essentially. So what I'll do now is that we'll go through a particular video now to kind of give you guys a better understanding, and then we will revisit that question right after the video. So we'll play this video now, and you guys please watch very attentively, all right? Because I'll have some questions that I'll try to ask the guys afterwards.
This is a VMFET, Victoria Mutual Financial Education to Empower, a production of the Victoria Mutual Foundation and the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica.
Hi everyone, welcome to the third in our VMFET series, Victoria Mutual Financial Education to Empower the Secondary Schools Edition. Celebrate as you achieve your goals. I am Davor Bailey, Assistant Manager at VM Wealth Management, one of the companies within the VM Group. Come with me as we continue our journey to financial wellness. In this episode, we will be looking at investing. Firstly, I am sure we all have financial goals, whether it is to become rich, to improve life for yourself, life for others, or both. But we all want more money. Having more money is not just about how you get it. It is also about how much you keep and what you do. One way of ensuring you get more money on top of what you already have is by investing. Investing simply means to put money aside which will make more money for you. Investing is a risk, but it makes more money than a savings account, and it is worth it in the long run. There are two types of investments that I would like to talk about. These are equities and unit trust. Equity represents ownership interest in a company. If you have ever heard of words equities, shares, or stocks, they are all the same thing. Simply put, when you buy shares in a company, you are now a part owner of that company. And when that company does well and makes money, you make money. The opposite is also true. If the company makes a loss, you also make a loss. For equities, you choose the company and then buy the equities for that company. For example, you may want to invest in Berger Paints or Lasco. While for the unit trust, funds are pulled together and invested. The funds are managed by professional fund managers like the ones at VM Wealth. We determine where your monies will be invested. You receive returns or make money on your investment in two ways. Firstly, capital gains. This is the profit you make when the selling price of the stock exceeds the purchase price. In other words, you sell it at a higher price than what you bought it for. Secondly, dividends. A dividend is the distribution of a portion of the company's profit to shareholders. So when the company makes money, it will divide a percentage of its profits among its shareholders. Here is an example of what you could earn by investing $10,000 each month for 10 years. You would have made over 100% return on your investment. Before you start investing, it is best to seek the advice of an investment advisor who will help you to develop your investment portfolio. Your portfolio will consist of your group of assets. Assets are simply those items which you will be investing in. To decide what your portfolio looks like, we will determine how much risk you are willing to take. If you are not afraid to lose, that would make you an aggressive investor. If you are okay with losing some funds, that would make you a moderate investor. If you are not okay with losing your funds at all, that would make you a conservative investor. Next, starting your investment journey. Speak with your parents and they can help you to open an investment account. You can start out by saving in a regular account until you acquire enough funds to open your investment account. At VM Wealth Management, you can start with $10,000. Thanks for watching and join us in the next episode. I am Davor and this has been VM FET.
This has been VM FET, Victoria Mutual Financial Education to Empower, a production of the Victoria Mutual Foundation and the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica.
All right, guys, we're back. Okay, good. So Meltina, you had a question, right? I saw your hand up earlier, and you have written it in the chat. So I'll answer that question, and then we'll just move into the conversation, right, guys? I'll soon come back to you, Michaela. I'll be with you in a second. So Meltina had asked, what is equity and what is hire purchase, right?
Yes.
So, right. So equity essentially is
ownership shares in a company.
Who said that?
Cerise,
right? So that's exactly what it is. So if somebody says, look, I am starting a company. So Cerise wants to start a company. And Cerise used $10 to start that company. Then Cerise equity in that company is $10, right? So her ownership of that company is $10. So take for example, Michaela, right? What do you like? Do you like sweets, cupcakes? What do you like? Michaela, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm asking you. So do you like cupcakes, sweets? Tell me something that you like to eat. That's nice, right?
To eat?
Yeah.
Donuts,
good. So Michaela decides to say, boy, your mom makes the best donuts out there, right? And you're saying that, look, hey, I can make some money off this. So what I'll do, I'll start a little, you know, probably like, I don't know, it would be a little sale thing, right? So you decide, say, look, you're going to get donuts from your mom. You're going to spend $500. You borrowed $500 from your dad, and you say, look, hey, I'm going to buy some donut boxes to put those donuts in and sell them, right? So essentially, that's like a business you're starting, right? And you have started it with $500. So you own that business now 100%, because nobody gave you any money. No, apart from you, nobody else had given the money to start. So you start with that $500. You have 100% equity or ownership in that business because it's yours. You understand? You following?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Meltino, you had the hand up?
Yes, sir. So it's basically like the shares you own in the company.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right. So what is an iPurchase? So iPurchase essentially is a loan, it's like a loan essentially, right? So what you do is that you will take an item, right? You will have full use of that item, and then you will pay for that item over time. But the thing with that is that with iPurchase, you're paying at the end of the payment period, you're paying like 100% more. So in some cases for that particular item. So like Quartz does a lot of iPurchases. So you guys familiar with Quartz?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Wonderful. So a person would say, look, I'm going to take out a bed or take out a TV at Quartz. So what Quartz does is Quartz give you that TV to use and whatever it is, and then no, you pay for that TV over 3 year or more period. By the end of if the TV was for $10, at the end of that 3 year, you're probably paying $20 or $25 for that TV because you're paying for the privilege of using it upfront before paying for it.
Oh.
And that answer your question, Meltino?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So I have another question for those persons who are listening on the video. So can somebody tell Michaela, you had a question?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of the investors are better?
I mean, in terms of the aggressive,
Yeah.
conservative, and so on.
Aggressive.
All right. Who said aggressive? Oh,
Moderate.
why do you think
Moderate.
aggressive? Why do you think my moderate is better, Meltino?
Well, sir, moderate is basically better because you cannot be too aggressive. You cannot flaunt your money, and you cannot be too conservative. So you cannot be giving and then you're holding back. So moderate is in between.
Michaela, Meltino is very correct. Somebody else was saying something. Cerise, you're saying something?
I feel like aggressive is better.
No, I wouldn't want to lose my money with aggressive because that's you don't care about losing your money.
So which one would you do, Michaela?
The one that's not okay with losing the money.
So that's conservative. So Cerise, you said aggressive. Meltina said moderate. Dejane, what do you think?
Moderate.
Dejane thinks moderate. Imani? Yeah, what do you think? Imani? Conservative. Sharona?
I think that I will be the one that would be okay with losing some of the funds.
Some of the funds, but not all.
No, not all.
Which one would that fall under, Sharona?
Competitive.
No, so Meltino, can you tell her what the 3 categories are? Or Michaela, can you tell Sharona what the 3 categories are?
Moderate, aggressive, and conservative.
All right. So which one would you fall under, Sharona?
Conservative or moderate?
No, it would be moderate.
She said using some, so moderative.
Yeah, it's moderate. Yeah, that is correct. Ella, what do you think? Moderate, conservative, or aggressive?
Conservative.
Conservative. All right. So remember, okay, good. So remember, guys, that so when you're investing, right? So when you're investing, the difference between the investments and the savings is that with the investments, you have the ability to earn far more than you would earn when you're saving, right? So for the maths persons here, imagine you're investing, you're saving $10, right, for a year, and then you would have earned in interest on that $10 for that year 1%, right? Now, imagine the alternative if you invested for a year in a particular investment and earn 20%. Which would you rather?
Sir, start over.
All right, so I'm saying, imagine, right, you add $10, right, and you want to decide whether you want to save or you want to invest. Now, with the savings, you would have earned 1% interest for the year on that $10, right? However, if you choose to invest, you could earn 20% on that $10. Which would you want to do?
I would invest.
You would invest. But as I said, but if you look at the interview, the video before, and if you're paying attention, if you choose to invest, exactly, who said that?
Cerise,
you're paying attention, man. So it comes with some risk. You ever heard person says, or your mom ever said, nothing for something, nothing for something, or something for nothing? That you have to give up something to earn something at some point in time?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So with investments, for you to earn more than savings, you would have to take some risk. Savings come with zero risk. There's no risk with savings at all, right? So it's always good to have sometimes a balance of both, because at the end of the day, there's some monies that you would not want to lose at all. So you don't want to be like who said they didn't want to lose any money? Was it Cerise or was it Michaela? Michaela. Anna, you're there?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right. So which do you think is more risky, a savings or an investment?
An investment.
Why?
Because I think when you have your savings with, I think that your savings is more safe in your hands rather than it's in
your savings more okay. So I think the investment okay. So sometimes Cerise, you wanted to add something?
She was saying that investing is more risky because investing you can lose your money.
All right, there you go. You can lose some or even all depending on what you invest in, right?
And sir, you just said that investment is more riskier and savings comes with less risk.
I'm a zero risk. Yes, that is correct. Right? Martino?
Yes, sir. I just realized something. Isn't investment a bit like gambling because you're not sure if it's going to pay off?
Okay, yeah. So like you asked a very nice question, but I can't hear it so well.
She said it's like gambling.
Oh, it's like gambling. Yeah. That's a very good way to put it. It is somewhat like gambling, because it's a chance scenario, right? And that's how life works. So for example, if you're doing something that everybody else is doing, chances are, I put it this way, let me put it a different way. Do you guys understand the difference, scarcity, what it means when something is scarce?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So if there's something in abundance, right?
Yes,
do you
sir.
think people would pay more or less for it?
More.
Less.
Who said less?
Me, Cerise.
Cerise, yes. Why would they pay less for it?
Because maybe if it was less and they would have to pay it more because it would add up to the same thing if you're doing less. If you're more people and you're just doing less, it would maybe add up to the same thing.
But there you go. So take for example, why is champagne more expensive than water?
Because water
It's abundant.
abundant.
Exactly.
Basically free.
It's basically free. So why would you pay so much money for something that you can get from your tap or you can get at any store at $1? So it's the same thing scenario when it comes on to investments, because if the greater the risk, essentially, right? So when you're investing in something, because it takes on a little bit more risk and there's a potential you may lose, what persons do is that they will give you there's the potential that persons will be willing to pay you more money, right, for you to take on that particular risk, right? So if it's a case where there's no risk and you have nothing to lose, persons will say, "But hey, because you have nothing to lose, I'm just going to pay you the minimum," right? So you're not really giving up anything for that. So that's essentially why you find that some investments take on more risk than savings. Another question: who can tell me what a dividend is? You guys remember what a dividend was from the video?
So I remember, but I don't remember.
You remember what you don't remember?
I remember.
Okay, tell me Desiree.
I did.
So
Remember, man.
when you have a company and you make some money,
Yes.
people that to farm the company share the money between them.
Yes, man, exactly. So you remember Michaela's company where Michaela said, "Boy, look, she's going to borrow $500 from her dad to sell some of her donuts that mommy made, and she's making a lot of money." So she went to school and she says, "Hey, Meltino, Ella, Jenna, Anna, I have some donuts. It's the best donuts in sliced bread. You guys are going to love this." And then she sell off all of those donuts, and then she's selling them for, and she made more money than she spent. So she made $1,000, right? And her mom said, "You know what, Michaela, I like your business. I'm going to give you $500 more to buy some bigger boxes so you can sell double box donuts or whatever it is," right? So your mom is now an investor. So your mom has some equity in a business, right, Michaela?
Yes, sir.
Because she give us some money to start to help with the business. Now, when you start make that $1,000 and that $2,000, now, Michaela, you're going to say to mom, exactly. You're going to say, "Mom, here is $200 or $400 from what you invested in my company," and that's the thing. Go ahead, Michaela.
It's not Michaela, it's Nicaela.
Oh my, I'm sorry, Nicaela. I apologize,
Sir?
Nicaela. Therese?
You should try to make a profit when you're doing things like that.
You should always try to make a profit, and there's a profit that the companies pay their dividends from. So if they're not making any profits, then they can't pay any dividends, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you guys know of any companies that you think if you were to invest like Nicaela's mom in her company, can you think of any company out there in Jamaica that you guys think would be good companies that if you had some monies to invest, you would invest in it?
Lasco.
All right, Nicaela says Lasco. Cerise, what you say?
So any company?
Any company.
Maybe I don't know.
Come on, man.
Grace.
Well, you guys can't. Nicaela get all the companies them no money. You guys have to think about some. So what on there? Cerise, who you think?
Sir Kendall or like that. Kendall.
All right, Meltino, who do you think? What company would you invest in?
I have two options. Either Burger King or KFC.
Burger Paints are tasty?
No, sir. KFC.
Oh, KFC or Burger Paints. All right, very good pick. Dejeuner, who you say?
Tasties.
Tasties? Because I said tasties. Mine, All right. Sharona, who you think?
Burger Paints.
Burger Paints. All right. Ella, what company? Digicel, Nicola, that's a Digicel? Ella, Ella, are you there?
I'm saying name any company.
Ella, who you said?
Eh? Yeah.
Okay, all right. Jenna?
I would invest in VMBS.
In VMBS? Whoa. All right. Anna?
I don't know.
Anna, you see all these companies every day on commercials. When you're driving past, when you're going to school, you'd have seen these companies, man.
I'm not sure which one I would want.
Okay, who's that? Nicola? Hold on, one second. Tonian wants to say something. Tonian?
Popeyes.
Popeyes, wow, that's nice. All right. Imani, what about you? I'm not hearing anything from you.
I said VMBS.
Oh, you said VMBS. Oh, sorry, I thought that was Ella.
So I can tell you next one.
Hold on, Nicola, hold on. I want to hear from Kristen.
Okay.
Kristen? Kristen, you're there? Kristen?
I think I would probably want Chiago.
Yeah, who's that? All right, so let's go to the answer now. So, Sharona, you're first, then Nicola. Sharona.
Then series.
Fusion BPO.
Fusion BPO?
Yes.
What? All right. Nicola, you had somebody else in mind?
Yes.
Who's that?
Guardsman.
Guardsman. Wow, that's nice. Cerise, who you said?
Sorry, the embassy.
Oh, you can't invest in them. The embassy isn't a company, Cerise. That's not good money for you. Who's that? Nia, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Yeah, what company would you invest in, Nia? Huh?
Tutti Frutti.
Tutti Frutti. You love them Tutti Frutti. All right, well done.
So the Bank of Jamaica.
Well, the Bank of Jamaica isn't. So remember, the companies that you can invest in would have been private companies. So it can't be a ministry or an embassy or a government agency.
TGI.
TGI? Yes. But
Island Grill.
Island Grill is a good one. If they were listed, yes, definitely.
Microsoft.
Tonian? Microsoft? Well, that's not local, but that's a good one. Yes. So what do you guys think about? Yeah, man, who's that?
Amazon.
All right, I was thinking about that. Anyone else?
Sir, Zara wants to say something.
Sorry, Zara. One second, guys. I didn't hear Zara. Yeah, exactly. Zara?
I would like to work with Flo.
Flo, yes. And Flo was Cable and Wireless, so that would be a good one as well.
Yes. Sir, excuse me.
Zara?
The girl named Keona, something like that. She says her mic's not working.
Oh. I realize. So Keona said VMBS, Amazon, and Digicel. All right, Keona, that's really nice. Yeah, she said VMBS too, Cerise. All right. Jenna, what was that?
Excuse me.
Yeah, man, Jenna has the floor, guys. Jenna, you wanted to give us a company? Good, and Fountain is actually listed, right? So, you guys had some good listings, guys. So those are some very good companies, and when you guys are ready to invest, chances are some of those companies will be available for you to invest in, right? So, moving on a bit. So to the next one, do you guys remember how much it is to start an account at the VMBS if you were to invest?
10,000.
Cerise, Sharona? You got it? Okay. No problem. All right, guys. So that was really fun. I mean, so we basically understand what investing is. We basically understand the difference between savings and investments. We know what dividends. We know what equity is, right? We know how much it is to start an account if it is you're investing. We are investors. Right? So this was good. This was good. It is now time for us to wrap up. Right? It's now time for us to wrap up. So see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. I see Money wants to sleep. So take care, guys, and have fun. Right? See you next time, which is tomorrow. All right? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sartin. Goodbye.
Bye.